this is Dr. Morse, and today I am going to do a tutorial on lesson number 51 out of the Berkeley Music Theory Book 2, talking about fully diminished seventh chords today. Okay, let me bring up my your text real quick. All right, you should see lesson 51, fully diminished seventh chords. Okay, now I have some things to say about this as well. Last time I said that I almost scrapped the chapter and made my own chapter. On this one, there's quite a bit that I'd like to add as well. So we read that the fully diminished seventh chord, and then it says in parentheses, degree sign 7, okay, is formed by lowering the seventh of a minor 7 flat 5, which we already found out is called a half diminished chord by a half step. Okay. All right, what does that mean to us? Okay, so we're going to make a half diminished chord into a fully diminished chord. And it's quite simple, actually. You still have your core, your diminished chord. For instance, right here, that is C, E flat, G flat. Okay, here's the fun part. The fun part is we need to put a diminished seventh on top, okay? So we are going to lower that top note by another half step, and there's two ways to do it. So in this case, you'd be going from C to B double flat. You would be lowering it 2 half steps. So you have your major seventh on top, which would be a B. You'd have your dominant seventh or minor seventh, okay, which would be B flat. We use that in the half diminished chord. And then we have the fully diminished seventh, which is a B double flat. Now, there are usually two ways to write that top note, and you can inharmonically spell it if it makes your life easier. I put an asterisk right there, minor third plus minor third plus minor third, which, let's let this load real quick here. This note can be written as is, okay? So B double flat is perfectly fine. Or you can use the inharmonic equivalent. Remember studying those in Theory 1 to simplify. So instead of B double flat, you can write it as an A, okay? I will take the credit on that. You will see that, okay? So there's two ways of writing it. They both sound the same though. So let's make sure I didn't miss anything else here. Compared to the major seventh, the seventh of a diminished seventh chord has been lowered twice, each time by a half step. The inharmonic equivalent is frequently used to avoid a double flat. We talked about that. For example, and then it gives you the example that I just gave you. Okay, so you can form this chord by a minor third plus a minor third. That'll get you your diminished chord, plus another minor third, which will get you your fully diminished chord. And you write that C, degree sign, no slash through it, 7. So C diminished 7. If you see a slash through, remember it is a what? Half diminished, okay? So let's just play this on the piano. You'll hear these in the demonstration video coming up. So to make, let's play that particular one. So C, E flat, G flat. Remember, that's the core, that's the diminished part of it. And then you're going to have a B double flat, which is the inharmonic equivalent of A. Okay? Very dreadful chord that wants to go somewhere desperately. We'll talk about where it wants to go later in this class. Okay? So just listen for a second. This is your half diminished chord. This is your fully diminished chord. It's hearing that interval of the seventh. That's why we've practiced our intervals. So if you can sing that interval of the seventh, you're going to be able to identify these chords by ear. Okay? So this has been lesson number 51 out of Berkeley Music Theory Book 2. And next will be a demonstration video on how to write these things. Bye.